Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to historic Jinx Simmons Field House, where tonight the Lady Indians and later the Indians are taking on the Lady Wildcats of Piedmont. A couple of roster adjustments for you. Ocean Gross, a sophomore forward listed at 5'8", wears number 32. And then earlier this season, many of you know that head coach Jennifer Douglas called a couple of three freshmen up to the varsity roster. Number 5, Reagan Bugay. Number 11, Maddie Moss. And number 25, Jalen Washington. Head coach is Jennifer Douglas. She's assisted by Breck Clark, Ashley Robinson, Prince Azealia, and volunteer assistant Irion Clark. Managers are Kinley Golden, Ashley Woods, Kelly Gonzalez, and Kaylee Pawnee. The athletic trainer, Alex Bray. The director of athletics, Rodney Hayden. High school principal is Tim Pounds. Superintendent of schools, Craig McVeigh. Just over 3 minutes away from tipping this one off. The Indians, Lady Indians, both the guys and the ladies looking to go 2-0 this week to help reinforce their position in the 5A West Regional. The Lady Indians sitting at number 2 in the West Regional. Carl Albert, I believe, sitting atop the 5A West Regional. I still think we have a Suburban Conference game at Carl Albert, at what I refer to as the Palace.
Yes.
Beautiful facility they have.
It is.
It's a fantastic facility there. We are here against Piedmont tonight. Friday, asterisk at this point with the pending weather. At Noble for the Bears and Lady Bears.
And they've got a brand new facility that's very, very nice.
Yes.
Piedmont girls the other night played, I believe it was within 5 to 7 points of Carl Albert.
Yeah.
So either they've improved or I know Carl Albert hasn't played Sapulpa. I know they haven't played Mustang. They did play Del City.
Yeah, I would put the Lady Indians schedule up against anybody in 5A in terms of strength of schedule.
Absolutely.
The College Football Playoff Committee, they always say strength of schedule matters, and it can't matter any less here.
Yeah.
In the Shawnee tournament alone, El Reno had 2 functionally top 5 matchups. They beat Sapulpa.
Correct.
And dropped a close one to Mustang on a night that they just didn't shoot the ball well. So Mustang was not the superior team, came out the victor. And then El Reno, having dropped only one other game within the borders and boundaries of Oklahoma to Del City here a few weeks ago. Yep. They avenged that loss, which went for Coach Douglas' 100th career victory.
Yes.
And the game before that, Ashlyn Evans-Thompson set the all-time 5-on-5 scoring record.
That's
In
right.
order to set the all-time record, she needs another 450-ish points to get to the almost 1,700 set by the 6-on-6 leader. But she's on track, pending anything unusual, for about 1,500 this year, I think. But you and I talked to her after the record-setting game. And then I talked to her since then, and much more relaxed, playing a lot more free, and just feels like she doesn't have that boulder sitting on her back.
No, and another thing about that, and both of us talked about this in the Del City game the other night, she did a fantastic job setting up her teammates.
Yes.
And, and like you said, the night that she broke the record against Kingfisher, Sonia Gatz, Dimwalt was in the stands with a plaque in her hand, getting ready to pass off the scoring record. So, yeah, that's going to be a little unnerving.
Yes, absolutely. Horns blown and the pregame music starting to wind down, and we're preparing for the playing of the national anthem. And as a reminder, I think the all-call has gone out now, but no school tomorrow. It is not a virtual day. It is a no-school snow day. And Mr. McVeigh and his staff handling that on a day-by-day basis. The forecast changing rapidly as to the nature and extent of the possible storm.
Yes.
So stay tuned to all the social media sites, local weather channel, the local weather 4, 5, and 9 in Oklahoma City. as well as the all-call system.
Let's try that again. The home of the El Reno. We'll work on it. As it's our custom here at Jake Simmons Fieldhouse.
So we're going to pause for a moment of silence. We ask you to join and pause with us. Following the moment of silence, we will go to the national anthem.
National anthem. Please stand.
Following the national anthem, preparing for the
The network has told me we have Coach Clark. Would you take this, please?
we have a recognition. I believe this is going to be the home recognition of Coach Douglas' 100th win.
Okay, I just have a quick announcement really quick. For those of you who don't know, Coach Jennifer Douglas last Friday night got her 100th win against Del City.
That's exactly what's happening. Brett Clark, her head assistant, is presenting her with the signed autograph ball in recognition of her 100th career win that happened last Friday. And the Del City John Smith Gymnasium. And we prepare for the starting lineups. Do not have a roster for
All right, are you ready for some basketball? Let's get some starters out there. First, the Lady Cats. Number 2, Chloe Carr. Number 12, Riley Burnett.
Sorry about that. We do not have a lineup for a lineup card, but Kurt taking notes for us here, and we'll do our best to bring you names and numbers as they come.
23, Macy Lee.
And tentatively, number 2 Farr, number 12 Barnett, 15 Crawford, 24 Lee. Check that, 23 Lee. I'm sorry. 24 and rounding it out for the, we'll get you that name when we can. And starting for the Lady Indians, number 0, the senior Janae Black-Harmon. The all-time 5-on-5 leading scorer in El Reno Lady Indians history, number 2, Ashlyn Evans-Thompson. Number 14, Leslie Valdez, the defensive specialist.
The Velociraptor.
As dubbed the Velociraptor by the great Kurt Parker. Pauline Black-Harmon, the younger of the 2 Black-Harmon sisters, and the only non-senior in our starting 5 tonight.
The Enforcer.
That's right. And Titana Woods Black Owl. We saw Coach Douglas has gone back to her traditional 5 against Del City. They were at a size disadvantage.
Correct.
So she started a bigger lineup, and we
Correct.
talked to her about that, and she had a lot of, and looks like an honorary captain tonight.
13, Logan White. Number 8, Bradley Miller.
And we saw her the other night, and she made some
12,
adjustments, and she credited Coach Hayden and the 3 big matchup he went against Kingfisher with, saw some success.
Yes.
Saw a lot of success, great adjustments in the Del City game.
Absolutely.
And inside 2 minutes to play, the deficit was only 6. El Reno in a position to capitalize, and credit to the Eagles for making free throws down the stretch.
Yes.
But El Reno, they never let that game get out of arm's reach for them. There was occasionally there'd be a little bit of a run. They'd fight back with the run of their own. Had a lot of success in the transition game on the boys' side. The girls' game was a little bit close for a while. I think El Reno ended up winning by about 15 or 16.
Yes.
I think it was 36-50, I believe, was the final, so 14-point difference.
14.
But the game was really not that close. There was
No.
a lot. I don't want to call it garbage time because those minutes are valuable to those athletes. But
Correct.
in that category of game is in hand, so we're going to play deep on our bench, allow those who don't see a lot of floor time some opportunities. And even those who do see a lot of floor time, the dynamics change when the lineups change.
Yes.
Even though somebody may be getting 15 or 20 or 25 minutes a game,
Yeah, that's right.
you're going to put them in a different matchup, a different lineup, and see how they work when we go down that stretch run. And regular season has a few weeks left, but we're approaching that stretch run. We're
Yes.
getting into we're well into the grind that is that middle third of basketball season.
Yeah, and Zach, we seem to be peaking at about the right time.
Absolutely.
Even though we did stub our toe against Mustang, we still played hard. We competed with a very good 6A ball club.
Yes.
And so onward and upward.
Into the front court come the Lady Indians. They win the tip. And a great pass, sister to sister. Pauline can't get it to fall, but well executed. And look, if they run that again, look for Janae to be open.
Yes.
If that's been scouted, they're going to make an adjustment to cover the cutter. So look for Janae to be open if they run that again.
Yeah,
But
correct.
Kurt, that's one of those plays you're only going to get it once, maybe twice on a good night. Piedmont, the early three, back iron, no good. Teutonic gets the rebound, and we're off and running. That's the kind of play. That's the kind of look here. Unless you just have a team that's far inferior to you, you're only going to get that look 1 or 2 times a game.
Correct.
So a little bit frustrating from coach's standpoint. Got the look, couldn't get the finish, but
Yeah.
and a little bit atypical of Pauline. She tends to have high, soft hands around the
Yes.
basket. Great backdoor cut by Janae. She tried to go right back to Pauline. I like to see Janae try to go score there.
Yes. Both times she
Yeah.
was open. And the first time I get it. That was great. Good
And-
decision right there
Yeah.
by not picking up a cheap foul by Ashlyn.
Into the front court, they're going to send it.
And
That's a bang play. I'll call that a 50-50 play.
yeah.
The official wasn't in great position, but Ashlyn has the skill set and the body control to know better.
Yeah.
Put the brakes on, pull it out, or she can shoot that short corner jump shot.
Yeah.
Right, take one dribble with your left hand, float to the short corner, and
Yes.
shoot an 8 or 10 foot jump shot there instead of just lowering the
Correct.
shoulder and getting to the rim.
Correct. And you know, one of the keys that we've talked about over and over and over is her staying out of foul trouble early in the game.
Yeah, it's a little bit atypical to see 3 straight empty possessions by the Lady Indians to start the game. And an offensive rebound, but that poked loose, and Ashlyn secures that one. She's going to get way out ahead and avoid any contact this time. Form layup with the right hand, off the glass and in. El Reno up 2-0.
Yeah, I see a little bit of determination on her after that charge.
Oh, yeah. She said, I'm going to get this out ahead of everybody.
That's right.
Get everybody back on my hip. There's nobody between me and the basket. So El Reno into this 2-3 zone, and Coach Douglas talked about having some success with this, but a key to it is being able to not just control the tempo of the game, but get up early and preserve your lead.
Yes.
And into the front court comes the leading scorer. She's going to
sees
drive
that.
right, see
Great
what the
job.
contact, she's going to draw the foul.
Yeah.
She'll go to the free throw line to attempt her first 2 free throws of the contest. That foul called against, looks like number 12. It's going to be her first, team's first. Ashton to the free throw line. She'll attempt 2.
Yeah, Teutonic had moved out, and so they had to honor her, and that gave Ashlyn a little bit of a gap, and with her speed.
Yes, and that's
quick.
carryover from that Del City game. Obviously, Piedmont's watched the tape from the Del City game.
Correct.
Ashlyn stepped out of her traditional leading scorer role.
Yes.
Del City sold out to guard Ashlyn and said somebody else is going to have to beat us. Teutonic recognized that, stepped up, made some big shots.
Yeah, absolutely
And
did.
Teutonic can be a shooter. That's not traditionally her role in this offense, but she recognized, it's not so much that I need to come down and call plays as it is I need to find opportunities for shots.
Yeah, good ball movement there by the Wildcats or the Lady Cats.
Yeah, and good ball movement against the zone is going to stretch the zone, and that's what we saw there. El Reno ended up out of rotation in the zone. Nevaeh Sage has checked in, the first substitution. She came in for Janae. Janae heads to the bench. On the floor for the Indians, Titana, Leslie, Ashlyn, Pauline, and Nevaeh. Good job by Titana finding space there. Sees Ashlyn in the corner. Great move by Ashlyn. She's drawing the double. Nevaeh tees it up top of the key three. No good. Yeah, got to avoid contact there by Ashlyn.
Yes, that's a great look by Nevaeh. Just a little strong off the iron. One of the things that I have noticed is Nevaeh came in for Janae, and
forced travel.
Coach Douglas spoke to Janae about when you're that open, you have got to look and be aggressive to score. And so I'm hoping that maybe this set we get Pauline a good look.
Leslie tees that one up from the corner, long but back iron, no good.
Good hustle by Nevaeh.
I think Leslie's only got one made three on the season, so not her strong suit.
No, but it is early in the game, and who knows?
Yep, and a good call offense on the offense there.
Job.
Official in position, anticipated the play, not the call.
Yeah.
And a good acting job. Sometimes an acting job, it's a good call, but sometimes a good acting job will help on the backside as well.
Right.
Titana calls the offense in a double high ball screen look. Pauline on the pick and roll, and Titana pulls the trigger long, no good. El Reno struggling to shoot so far tonight, but still leading 4-3. I don't know what their field goal percentage is, but it's got to be close to single digits.
Yes.
They've had about 7 offensive possessions, 2 made free throws, and a made layup by Ashlyn. I think Ashlyn's got them all.
Yes.
Good stunt by Titana on the backside.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't look like much at home, but as a shooter, you feel that pressure. Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah, that is.
It doesn't look like much at home. You said when she was behind her, she couldn't block it. Shooters feel that presence. You know when there's somebody behind you. You feel them back there.
Absolutely. Yeah,
and you don't know who it is. You don't know if it's Titana, who's not going to challenge you, or if it's Pauline, who'll send it 5 rows deep. You don't know who's bringing that pressure. So good job by understanding how to fill space. They're going to get Titana with a block. And they call that on 25. There is no 25. And Kirk, as an official, you got to know numbers on the floor.
Correct.
I don't disagree with the call, but you got to know who's on the floor. You can't go to the table and say, well, foul's on 25. Well, there's no 25 on the El Reno roster. I'll take that back. It's freshman Jalen Washington.
Right.
Who...
And now we see no number. It was on Titana. You were correct.
Another late rotation by the Indians results in another made 3-point basket. So Piedmont shooting the ball long, which is if you get open shots against the zone, you have to take them. And Piedmont has some shooters. We saw that at their place.
Correct.
So if El Reno can get a made basket, they can get into their press. They can get into it without a made basket, but it's a whole lot easier off a make.
Yeah.
Ashlyn threw a lot of contact. Pauline in there battling. It's going to be blue ball, I believe. And it is. El Reno trails for the first time tonight. 2:54 to play in the first. Trying to bring you the scoreboard in the lower left corner. We're trying to find a good camera for it. This one's not the best image we have. But that was a high, something that we got a lot of requests on, so we're going to try and accommodate those and figure out what we need to improve the...
good high hands by Ashlyn, avoiding the foul right there. She kind of took a step back, but left her hand straight up. Good job.
Creating some space.
Senior understanding the importance of her being on the floor.
Yes. Another 3. No good. Good block out by Ashlyn.
Yes.
Crosses over, creates space, and she's into the front court. She finds Titana teeing it up. Titana. If she made her last, that's a good look. Ashlyn from 18 in the corner.
Look.
And that's a long, short corner shot, Kurt.
That's right.
A little reminiscent of the Larry Bird over the backboard from the backside. So
very nice.
Ashlyn has them all. We're tied at 6 apiece. 2:15 to play in the first against the Wildcats, Lady Wildcats of Piedmont. Fortunately, this time Kurt knew where the gym was.
Yes.
He didn't have to wander all over Sunset Drive looking for it tonight. And it's not that you didn't know where it was, it's that the Christmas parade was ill-timed.
Yeah, I was ill-timed because, the Christmas parade was planned way before I was.
And a great block at it. A lot of contact, no foul.
A lot of contact. She was fortunate on that.
Yeah. Great rebound by Pauline. Can't get it to fall. Ashlyn gets the Pauline rebound, the Pauline miss. Back to Ashlyn. She's going to
now give it to her. Go up strong.
Yeah, and you see Pauline starting to play a little bit timid around the basket on the back of some misses. But Leslie can't get it to fall. Pauline gets the O board. Got to go up with it. Can't put it on the floor.
No.
And we see Paige headed to the table, and that's something that Coach Douglas will coach her up. Just the sophomore, we have, sometimes we're awfully critical of a young sophomore.
Yes.
Minute 10 to play.
She just seems a little out of sync right now.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Great cut by Pauline. Great pass by Ashlyn. Still can't get it to fall, and that's a good call.
Pauline goes over the back.
Yep.
And that's probably frustration more than anything by the young lady. But, we need her on the floor. We need her.
That's her first foul, team's third. Joni checks in.
Coach Douglas looked at the official and said, what about the contact on Ashlyn?
Yeah.
Not Pauline, but on Ashlyn. A while ago you called the charge on her. We had the same thing, except for the girl ran into her. That's a foul.
Inside 60 to play. Tied at 6 apiece. So,
as Coach Hayden, Coach Douglas taking up for her girls.
That's right. Good backside block by Ashlyn, and then Titana draws the body check.
Yes.
Titana challenged that shot and forced her to pull it back behind her ear. Ashlyn reached in there and knocked it loose. So
it's good job.
Good coordination.
By the seniors, yes.
And I guarantee if we asked Titana right now, she'd tell you she knew Ashlyn was back there.
Correct.
She knew she had help coming. 30 seconds to play, tied at 6 apiece.
Yeah.
Great job by Najoni. She didn't like the angle she had and saw an awful lot of tall traffic there. So, although you'd like to see her go with a shot, if it avoids a block or a turnover.
Yes.
Behind the back crossover. Ashlyn tees that up from the corner, gets it to fall. Great shot. So, Titana set that up with a dribble behind the back, and that's the natural lefty.
Nice.
Najoni jumps that with 0.9 on the clock. And that would have been a decent long, but decent look for Piedmont if Najoni doesn't get there. So great job understanding that she could get there. And Ashlyn's going to read that, tip it out. She's not going to get a shot off, but she stops the shot on the other end.
That's great.
El Reno heads into the first quarter break, leading 9-6. You're watching Lady Indian basketball. We'll be right back.
Right now for more information.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like Video on Demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case you forget to record a program. Visit GoPioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
And we're back to it. El Reno leading 9-6. Ashlyn has all 9 of them so far tonight. So El Reno heads into the second quarter looking to protect and extend a 3-point lead. Ashlyn with an 18-foot jumper, a 3-point basket, 2 free throws, and a layup. And an errant 3 by Piedmont. Piedmont seems content to go all or nothing on the 3 ball.
Yes.
And the ball in favor of the Lady Wildcats. So El Reno thought that Piedmont touched it last, but now they get to defend the inbounds. Inbounds plays are great for either stat book filling turnovers or really easy buckets.
Correct. Yep.
Good job by Paige. She stunted, didn't come out of her stance, and that's a tough finish there. A full speed 12-foot jumper shoots it clean.
That's very nice. Even if you're stunning, go ahead and get those hands up high. Make a deep.
They have to travel.
Yep.
She drug the pivot foot. And she's been I'd bet she's been working on that step through move in practice. Got to work on that's the second time she's been called for that same travel on that same step through.
You know, sometimes kids get in the coach's doghouse.
Yeah.
And they have to work themselves out and they have to prove themselves. And I think that's where Nevaeh is for some reason. She was not playing in the tournament in Shawnee. And I like the fact that she's back on the floor. She got on the floor at Del City, really worked hard and did some great things. So we're going to be looking for positivity out of her all night tonight. Nice job by Nevaeh.
No, that's Nijoni there.
Nijoni.
That's a block almost.
Yes.
She twisted and rode Ashland, but I will say no contact, so good no call by the official.
Yeah.
In a hard finish, but off the glass and in for Ashland. She has all 11. Good job by Nevaeh. When the drive comes, she bodies the drive up and then clears.
Correct.
And El Reno back to their man-to-man look. And a good job by Ashland getting in position.
Excellent job.
And even if she doesn't get the call, even if it's a no call, Titana had hands in there and was fighting her way towards a held ball.
Yes.
So Ashland was the secondary defender and help side, and Titana saw the drive and rotated in that man-to-man defense.
Yes.
Next man up next person up has to rotate help side. So good job in filling that hole.
Really good-looking man defense right there.
Great ball screen by Paige and a high-low.
Got to get the ball up high to her.
And she was doubled. You got to recognize when she's doubled. I think Titana missed that read a little bit. She saw her open, but she wasn't. Oh, she looked open, but she wasn't. And Titana's going to reach in there, and a good call by the official. Titana on the help ball. And the possession arrow in favor of the Indians. 5:59 to play in the second. El Reno leads 11-8. Three team fouls apiece.
Yeah, that's another one of those deflects, and we have 5 of them so far. So Titana especially is really beginning to read the bounce of the ball.
Yeah.
And getting the timing down.
It's very much like a catcher or a runner rather timing the catcher's throw to the pitcher. And that's a good defense by Ashland, but a good finish by Piedmont there.
Very good finish.
Piedmont back to within 1. El Reno leads 11-10. Ashland drives hard, takes a lot of contact. She'll go shoot 2 more.
I like the way Paige pursued that offensive rebound right there. I have not seen one of our posts do that until just then.
Yep. She understood where that contact was coming from and knew how to rotate to it. Understanding how the ball's going to bounce.
Yes.
The only way to do that is watch a lot of shots go up and watch a lot of film.
Yes. That's exactly true.
Up and in is the free throw. Piedmont subs 15 checks out, 20 checks in. On the floor for Piedmont, 2, 23, 24. Get you the other 2.
We should be 12. 12-10.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Kinley Gold, the manager with the scorebook, does a really good job of holding all scores tables, ours and others, to account, and they did put that up there.
There we go.
And El Reno secures it.
Yeah.
1 for 2 goes Ashland. All 12 points tonight for the leading 5-on-5 scorer. And 5:23 to play in the half. Finds Nevaeh. She pulls from 17, no good, but Paige on the backside. They're going to get Paige with a push.
Paige with a push off.
Interesting where it came from, though.
Yeah. Well, what Paige needs to do right there, and any young player, boy or girl that's playing post, if you will put your hip into the person and not get your arms and backs away.
Even if you're behind her, wedge her in there and pin her.
Yeah,
then on that long rebound, long shot, long rebound.
That's right.
It's a long shot from the baseline, not 3-point long, but still 17 and a half feet.
Yeah.
Long shots, long rebounds. You know it's not going to bounce short.
Right. That's what I was trying to say. If you will get on that offside block, 9 times out of 10, well, not 9 times out of 10, that may be a little bit too much, but
yeah,
you
70%
definitely
of the time,
get your share of offensive boards if you will get on that offside block.
Pauline checks back in. Ashland takes a seat, and Paige takes a seat. So
I want to see Pauline post up big and want the ball. Get your hands off your knees, get your hands up, get ready.
Nevaeh knew what to do there, but she did it too late. She's got to do it 1 bounce sooner. She took too many bounces to the end.
And if I sound like I'm aggravated, I am, because that young lady could score 20 points a night
Yep.
if she will get her mindset and play hard like she did the other night against Del City. She dominated everything.
Feet shoulder width apart, elbows wider than your hips, wider than
Correct.
your knees. Drive coming. Good job by Leslie to cut that drive off. Pauline late to recognize the backside help. It's a pretty soft foul there. Now, you avoid it by not swinging.
That's right.
Not that the call was great, but don't put the official in a position to get the call wrong. She's tall enough. She's got a 2-inch advantage on that drive, 1.5 inch advantage.
Yeah.
Feet on the ground, palms to the ceiling.
You got to patrol that middle. You got to watch, especially if we're playing that tough man on the perimeter, and then we drop down.
Check that. They actually charged that foul to Najoni.
Najoni?
Don't know if that was the right call, but that's who they charged it to. Second free throw up and in.
Najoni may have pushed her on the way in.
El Reno leads 12-11, 4:22 to play in the second.
And Zach Ashland is still the only El Reno Lady Indian who has scored tonight, and that is not good.
No, and I think Coach Douglas has parked her. One, Ashland's working on her knee brace, but two, to force somebody to step up and make a decision. And not a good pass there. I think that was Nevaeh that threw that. I see the look, but not a good pass. Not in that traffic.
Right.
And that pass has got to be like a fastball. You can't float that ball in there. And just like that, Piedmont back on top. And I don't want to say Coach Douglas was worried, but she was certainly respectful of these two games, and an illegal screen's been called against Pauline. I'm not sure what he saw there.
I'm not either.
And Ashland didn't get much of a blow, but she's back on. Nevaeh checks out.
Tatana, as the team captain, is asking the official what in the world is going on. It seems like that we're not able to play defense at all without the whistle being blown.
Yeah. And that's two passed on calls there too, a hand check and a body check, but we'll take it.
Well, at least she didn't have hack.
Yeah. And this is not a sustainable path for Ashland. She's going to get her teeth knocked out.
Yeah.
But the only success she's had is going to the basket. She had a 3 in the corner. She had an 18-foot pull up from the short corner. And she had a 3 in our far corner, so the table side, bench side corner.
Correct.
I
like what I'm seeing out on the floor. If fans are probably zoomed in and we're looking at Ashland shoot the free throws, but Tatana is talking up her sophomore post.
Yep.
And she's explaining some things, when I drive around and you step up, be ready to catch the ball.
And so she even went over and had a conversation with Coach Douglas. I mean, I think probably clarifying, am I seeing correct what I'm seeing? Is this the adjustment we need to be making? And if it is, let me go coach. Let me go coach my underclassmen. Yeah, Pauline's got to get through that better. Good job by Tatana. Again, playing well above her listed height.
Playing so hard. Beautiful pass.
Ashland a little bit out of sorts, but in there to tie it up. And Ashland's playing angry. You can see it.
She is. I don't know. I'm surmising, but I think she's a little frustrated. And we talked about this the other day with her and Tatana making some beautiful passes and then not finishing. And so hopefully that's going to change.
Great block by Pauline.
Good job by
Gotta be strong with the ball.
Takes care of the ball. That's a great job. And I want to see her run the floor.
Tee that one up. Najoni from the near side corner gets it to fall, 3-point in the corner. And you like to see that. You like to see Najoni get going.
Yes.
She's in that 3-deep, sixth-man position.
Yes. And Najoni has a beautiful stroke from 3-point.
That's a travel right there, Kurt.
Absolutely.
Great block by Pauline, but no block out on the backside. Pauline, I think, got a hold of it again.
Yeah, she did. She had 2 blocks in succession right there.
But I think Coach Douglas' frustration is we got to block out.
Well, and again, I'm going to say this till the day I die, and I am. The blocking out is not only for post girls.
Leslie read it perfectly.
By Leslie.
Go shoot a layup.
Finish, girl. Oh, I want her to finish.
Well, right there, Ashland's coming to the corner, to the wing. Kick it out to Ashland. Let Ashland tee it up right there.
Correct.
But I also understand Leslie doesn't get a lot of open looks, so she's going to try and create looks.
Good run by Pauline right there. Now I'm seeing her play with a little bit of Paulineism.
And I hope they get blue on this. And they do. They get blue 23 for pushing out. And a good job by Pauline. That's the block out. She got the block out. Piedmont pushed off in the back and then sent it down here. So it's going to be, looks like the 6th team foul. First team foul for number 23. El Reno leads by 3, 17-14. A buck and 3/4 left before the break. And Kurt, that's the extent of my math abilities. I'll be honest. Great screen. Good job by Najoni stepping through.
Excellent job.
And good job by Pauline not coming back and committing the foul.
Yeah, and great pursuit of the ball on the
And I don't know if you saw it. Najoni was actually lined up, matched up with the wrong person on the way down the floor. Titana grabbed her and turned her around. As Titana was running by to grab her own man, she turned Najoni around and said, "That's you."
Yes.
Yeah, good call.
Good call.
Ashlyn had the advantage.
Yeah, she saw Ashlyn was getting ready to do a crossover and stepped over.
Yep.
And honestly, the young lady just saved 2 points, probably.
Yeah, and she did. And Ashlyn, to her credit, understands the rules.
Yes.
It cannot be a charge if the ball handler has head and shoulders past the defender.
That's right.
And Ashlyn did a good job of getting that angle and then attacking it.
That's right.
I don't care if there's contact here. My head and shoulders are past this this defender. I'm going to be a ball handler, go to the basket.
Correct.
Draws the block. The 1-and-1 free throws kick in, so she's going to go to the free throw line. First one, no good, back iron. Leslie challenges it, can't haul it down. We haven't seen El Reno up in the press at all tonight, Kurt.
No.
Inside 60 to play in the half. And another block by Pauline. She's understanding how to time shots.
That is 5 blocks for that young lady. And now I want to see her to go to ball side, and I want to see her get big and win a ball.
Looks like El Reno's going to be content to hold it for the last shot. 38 seconds to play. El Reno leading by 3. All foul shoot except offense. And we're inside 30. Possession arrow in favor of the Indians. I'd like to see them get out of here without a held ball. I'd like to have the old Belichick rule. Last possession, first possession.
Yes.
And they find Najoni, who finds Pauline to Leslie.
It's good ball movement.
15 seconds.
Don't let the ball stick.
Oh, a great pass fake.
Way to hustle.
Who touched it last? It's going to be last touched by Piedmont.
That is an absolutely fantastic hustle.
And you saw the pass fake by Titana that led to that hard skip. They find Leslie on the backside. And that's a miscommunication. Go get it, Ashlyn. Yeah, she quit on the play. And now Titana's going to... Oh, Titana doesn't foul. Great play by Titana.
That was all ball. The girl fell.
And a technical foul was being administered. No,
all ball.
No, it looks like they've issued a bench warning, I think is what they issued against, and a timeout called. We'll see what he wants here. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. 0.6 on the clock.
I mean, she literally went up and timed that perfectly. It did look like a foul. But from our angle, which is a perfect angle to see what happened, with Titana being left, if she would have used her right hand, Titana,
yeah, there we go.
If she would have used her right hand, it would have been a foul because she would have had to cross the body. But she came with her left hand, all ball. Really good job.
Yeah. So
and I can see where the fans that are watching looks like the girl got thrown down, and we see that a lot in college, especially when a girl is going in for a layup and it's hand on ball.
Yeah, and if you're going up hard enough and you're holding onto that ball for contact,
correct,
you can get knocked down hanging on that ball without it being a foul.
Absolutely.
They're going to cross screen. They're going to tie the old tip drill. No good. So, not sure if that's the look. I'm not sure that's the first look Piedmont wanted. It looked like they were trying to set a double screen and bring one near far side corner.
Yes.
But if you see that roll is open, you throw it up. So that's the old Rodney Hayden tip-in drill. 10 minutes on the clock. El Reno leads 17-14 at the break. We'll take it with them.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped.
We'll be back after the break.
A lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Diesel Horst, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like video on demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case you forget to record a program. Visit gopioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples, Nix, and Diesel Horst, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Diesel Horst, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging work seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like video on demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case you forget to record a program. Visit gopioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care.
With the halftime period drawing near an end, we're preparing to start second half of play. Possession arrow favoring the Lady Indians. And El Reno leading 17-14 in a grand total of 2. Lady Indians scored in that half.
Correct.
Ashland had 14, and Najoni had a 3 from the near side corner. And that's been it. I think at least 2 threes for Piedmont, maybe 3. I think they made 3 threes and a free throw, which is how they're an even number now. So they've got 3 threes, a free throw, and 2 two-point baskets, and that's it.
Right.
We're stretching my ability to do math on my fingers at this point. But
no, I think you're correct.
And Ashland 5 for 6 from the free throw line. So, as she reports in the paper, she knows she struggles with free throws. So, like to see her going 5 for 6. And I think this first possession of the second half is going to be key for the Lady Indians. They offensed the tip, they won the tip, and had a play drawn to perfection. And Pauline unable to finish on the backside on the Janae to Pauline. And Kurt observed during the halftime period that the Black Harmon sisters were last out of the locker room. So don't know if they were getting treatment, don't know if they were having a conversation, making adjustments. But in any event, the last 2 out of the locker room, and the starting 5 for the Lady Indians this half: Titana, Najoni, Ashland, Pauline, and Leslie. So Janae starting this half on the bench. But she struggled this game, and everybody's going to have those moments.
Yes.
Yep, not a good look. Leslie's not going to out-jump anybody in here, and she was covered. And we just talked about that. That's a squandered first possession. And there's about 4 looks out of that. That's the first option.
Yeah, and you've got to recognize when your teammate is covered.
Good job by
Pauline stepping up. I want to see her moving side to side.
Yeah.
Covering that lane.
Great ball movement.
Yeah, really good ball movement by the Lady Wildcats.
Yep. Piedmont strikes first, draws within 1. El Reno leading 17-16, 7:08 and counting to play in the third. Titana through traffic, can't get it to fall, but Pauline battles up, gets the offensive rebound, can't get it to fall. She just seems to be off balance all night.
Yes.
Everything is off her back foot fading away.
Yes.
It's like a quarterback throwing off his back foot into traffic.
That's right. It was a great offensive rebound.
Yep. Just slow down. You don't have to go right back up with it.
Right.
Piedmont pulls the three from the near side wing, can't get it to fall. That ball batted around but secured by Ashland, and off to the races she comes. Has a 2-on-2. She's going to go into contact, block. She'll shoot 2 free throws. And in that transition game, I think it was Leslie running with her. I'm not sure who was running in transition with her. I want to see her widen out a little bit.
Yeah.
Ashland had to try and split too.
Yes.
Get wider and send that help side. I like my odds with Ashland one-on-one all day. They're not as good, and you're more likely to get an offensive foul in a 2-on-1.
Correct. Yep.
Or a 1-on-2, really. So whoever was running, it could have been DeJoni, it could have been Leslie, I didn't see for sure. But I knew they were running right in the paint with her. Get wide.
Get wider, yeah.
12, 15, 18
Yes.
feet, get way out wide. Even if you pull yourself out of the play, they still have to come honor it.
Yeah, balance the floor.
Yeah, spacing. Ideally, you want between 15 and 18 feet. 3-point basket coming, they get it to fall, and starting off the same way this half that they did the first half. And I think the best way I would describe the El Reno first half is they weathered the storm is really about all they did.
Yes.
Leslie on the back cut. Good decision by Valdez there. Valdez teased that one up the long ball. Can't get it to go. Short iron.
Was right on line. Good shot. She just needs a little bit more lift.
Good help. You don't necessarily want to reach on the help, but just show.
Yes.
Right? Just stunt the help to either stop the ball handler or turn the ball handler. Because Titana's got her in one-on-one out there on the edge. Good communication, another dribble handoff. Piedmont trying everything to get it in the hands of their shooter. Dribble handoff, ball screen. Good job by Pauline.
Good job.
And that's an offensive hook against Najoni, but it doesn't matter. Ashland gets the steal. She's off and running, and she's going to draw the foul. So looks like the ability of Ashland to make free throws is going to be a key factor in the second half.
Yes.
I think she went 0 for 2 her first trip, so we'll see if she's able to make the correction and knock these down. El Reno trailing by 1, 18-19. She gets that one to fall. It wasn't pretty, but it's one of the same.
That's right.
This is not a sport in which style matters.
No.
At least at this level.
That's right.
If you're an NCAA team on the bubble, style points matter, but
yes,
not tonight. And she
Got
goes 2
them
for 2. She shot the second with a
That
lot more
looked very
confidence. Yeah.
smooth, yes.
El Reno back on top after the 5-on-5 leading score. Goes 2 for 2. 20-19, the Indians lead. 5:15 to play in the third.
We're doing a really good job keeping them out on the perimeter, and then when they break through the perimeter,
And a great job by Ashland to force the turnover.
Pauline is challenging everything that comes inside the paint.
Yep. You like the aggressive play?
Yes, and Pauline is, I see a difference about her since coming out at halftime. I just want to see her get big inside and demand the ball.
Miscommunication there.
Yeah.
It's a good look.
Threw it behind her a little bit.
And Pauline needs to do a better job of rooting out the little space there. Not drawing a foul, but clearing out a little bit of space.
Right.
That way that's a tough pass to make. And instead of trying to throw it on a string, increase the margin for error. Great help by Ashland on the back cut, and she's going to draw the charge.
Excellent job by Ashland right there.
And that's a fundamental example of just because you don't hit the ground doesn't mean it's not a charge.
Correct. And Piedmont's coach is looking at the girl that passed the ball, and he said, "Why would you pass it to her and put her in that kind of situation?"
Yeah.
So, very good defense.
In that case, the shooter and the charging player is catching that ball blind. She's catching it at speed.
Correct.
And is going to lose floor awareness trying to track that ball into her hands.
Yes.
Great job by Ashland getting in position to take that charge.
There she is. I want Pauline to get big.
I think if they come right back to it, they're going to have to honor it.
Yes.
They're going that sort of triangle offense look. Najoni's going to pull her second three. No good. Better block out there by Pauline.
Yes.
Long shot, long rebound. I say better communication defensively, and then we give up that look. And Titana's going to get credited for a blocked shot there. It was a strip, but the shooter was in the shooting motion, so they'll stat it as a block.
Good hesitation by Najoni. That is a great job by that young lady.
Brett Clark, Ashley Robinson on their feet applauding, and Coach Douglas with a grin on her face, clapping her hands, looking at Najoni, and I guarantee you they talked about that, said if you'll go, if you'll hesitate, you're going to get a layup, and that's the international coach you signed for. Told you so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Better pressure defensively this half to start.
Yes.
El Reno out to a 22-19.
Feet are moving, our hands are active.
That's a better closeout by Pauline, too.
Absolutely.
She didn't go running past her. She didn't run into her.
No.
And a timeout called. It's going to be a 60-second timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching Lady Indian Basketball. El Reno Indians.tv. We'll be right back.
Stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Diesel Horst, and we are here to help.
Know where she is in the rotation. And the 15-second horn sounding brings us back to it here at historic Jink Simmons Fieldhouse. 3:04 to play in the third. El Reno leads 22-19. Lots of defensive discipline to start this half. A lot of defensive pressure, but no fouls given up by the Lady Indians. 3 team fouls for the Lady Wildcats. And yeah, good call there. Leslie got, so first off, good double screen.
Yes, it was.
The closing door style screen, which is technically illegal.
Right.
You can't move.
Right.
But if you can execute it, no official's going to call it. There's just way too many people moving to get it.
Well, and Leslie got tripped trying to go through it, and then she stumbled into
and then grabbed onto that.
The offensive player.
Sort of grabbed onto her, almost keep from falling over. Grabbed onto her hip.
Exactly.
Titana in coverage. Man, Leslie just working 15 over.
Yeah, and we are definitely covering that three-point line where, what, didn't they have 3 threes in the first half?
They've got 1 so far this half. Pauline's got to block out better. She's going to get the block, but...
Great hustle by Najoni.
Yeah, and you almost like that call because there was about to be an uncontested Piedmont layup. Najoni sent it right. And the rule is you don't save it under their basket because you don't want to do exactly what Najoni almost did.
Right.
She had stepped on the line or the ball had hit the line 1.
Yes.
To stay, but that was going to be an uncontested free throw. And a great job by Titana. Yeah. She deflected it into the hands of 2. 2 juggles it on the sideline and bounces it out of bounds. So El Reno to take possession.
Our perimeter, Leslie Valdez, Najoni Sleeper, Titana Blackout, they are doing some incredible defensive playing.
And a good shot fake by Najoni to get her defender out of her stance. Finds Ashlyn on the back cut. She can't handle it though.
She threw it more to her knees.
Yeah.
If she had thrown it more high hands, Ashlyn would have scored.
You know, I think a bounce pass is a good option there.
Right.
Bounce passes are forgiving, but you can also put a little bit of spin on it if you need to.
Yes.
To kick a little bit on the bounce.
Good rebound by Pauline. Nice and strong.
Go score. Najoni running on the backside. Great find.
Great pass.
Well executed. That is a fundamental execution of a fast break. And you know that Najoni, between the strip DR and the top of the key, she threw her hand up. If you throw it up as you're cutting, they're never going to see it. Get that hand up early, and Titana threw it about halfway between the block and the low hash.
Yes.
You throw it too high, they're going to travel. You throw it too low, they get up pinned up under the basket. So pinpoint execution.
Correct.
And that's a guarded 3.
Yes.
El Reno leads 24-22, a minute 19 to play in the third. Great hesitation move by Ashlyn to create space. You're starting to see Piedmont honor some of these shooters. They honored Titana. They honored Najoni.
Correct.
Good flash by Leslie. If she can flash in there high hands.
Yes.
But looks like she's going to pull it out, and she's going to find Titana, who's going to run the offense in the quarter, looks like. 45 seconds. El Reno leads by 2.
I think Coach Douglas is willing to go for one shot here. No shot clock in Oklahoma high school basketball.
That's right. And standing at the
beautiful
Titana on the drive, can't get it to fall. Standing at the table to check in, Nevaeh Sage and Jalen Robinson. Yeah, you saw that one coming.
Yes.
Pauline saw it, but she hesitated.
Yeah.
I don't know if she just didn't recognize it or if she was slow looking at it.
Right.
But she had a 1 or 2 step advantage. It was just slow getting there.
Yeah. And you know, at that position, you have got to keep an eye on the ball wherever it is. And if she could have taken 1 or 2 steps over, the girl would, and hands straight up, the girl wouldn't have been able to shoot.
Checking in for Lady Indians freshman Jalen Washington, probably an offense for defense look here. Nevaeh Sage. Yeah. And miscommunication there. Nevaeh's going to take the top spot. Looks like El Reno's got all 5 shooters on the floor. Well, they brought in Paige for the low block presence. But it looks like they've subbed out Valdez, the defensive specialist. They're going to be content to hold for the last shot. Put shooters on the floor.
Yes.
Run a set play out of it quickly into the front court. To Titana. Drives to her left. Finds Jalen teeing it up on the near side corner, and she gets it to fall. Excellent substitution by Coach Douglas and a well-executed end-of-quarter play. And clock continuing to run. And good job by Jalen jumping in. I think if she beat the buzzer, she'll get a steal on the night.
You know, and here's the thing about Jalen. Everybody in the stands may be going, okay,
why? Yeah,
why her? Have you ever came to any of our JV girls ball games?
Yeah, exactly.
That young lady can light it up, and she can light it up quick and often if you don't get in her grill. So great substitution, great confidence in a young player that Coach Douglas and Coach Clark and Coach Robinson, they are the 2 JV coaches that they have seen her maturing, and it's like, okay, let's see what you can do, young lady. We're going to spot you up for a 3, and let's see what you can do. And good job for Jalen.
Yes, and you know, a testament to the Leslie Valdez's of the world, those defensive specialists. They know when you put 5 shooters on the floor with an offense-only possession, essentially.
Correct.
You don't get upset by that. That's not your role.
No.
Leslie says, hey, Jalen's going to shoot it. And with some success, looks like Coach is going to stay with this 5. El Reno leading by 2.
Jalen also is a very good defensive player as well. She will, again, she is not slight built. She's physical. People don't push her around, and she's a very good rebounder as well.
Yeah. And she's going to give the Ashlyn Evans-Thompson record a run if she continues to shoot like that as she matures and grows.
Yes. Great high hands right there.
And if you're Piedmont, why save it?
Yeah, right.
And a good job by Jalen to get it in the hands of her point guard, who finds a cutting Ashlyn Evans-Thompson, but airmails that one nearly into the hands of Garland Delk, who was standing wide open in the corner.
That is one of the few egregious passes that you will ever see Titana make. She's usually spot on.
Yeah, and you can feel it coming out of your hands. You go, this is not good. But she gets it back with a steal in the half court. She's going to lead the offense with her left hand in traffic off the glass, and great job. El Reno grows their lead, now up 28-24. So
that's a lesson to any young players out there. Never give up. Never hang your head. Hustle back, and good things are going to happen.
That's right. Almost a travel.
Yeah, really.
And a great job by Jalen denying that pass.
On the line, up the line.
Piedmont Piedmont calls a 30-second timeout, and this Piedmont coach is just about to light a nice little campfire under this Piedmont offense right here. He was yelling before the officials had taken the timeout to the table, and very reminiscent of Steve Kerr at Golden State slamming that board with his hand. And I think the most abused player on the basketball team is the drawing board.
Yes.
You can throw in the stands, you can snap them over your knee, you can punch a hole through them.
Right.
You can throw them off of the chairs.
Yeah.
And you can draw plays on them. So it's a multifaceted tool in the toolbox of a basketball coach. And Nevaeh to inbound to Titana. 7:10 to play. El Reno on top 28-24. They're going to clear Ashland out to the far side. Nevaeh to Ashland. Ashland's going to get a drive to her right, finds a cutting Paige Primo, tries to go reverse layup, and she does. That's a hard finish, Kurt.
That is. Good job by Paige.
Not only do you have to have confidence with that hand, you got to throw it a little backspin because you're going to overhook it to the center of the glass and then draw it back in.
Yeah, hands were ready. Great job by Jalen.
She got beat initially,
a little bit,
but recovered. And then when she spun, when the Piedmont player spun, Jalen cut her off on the spin.
Yes.
6.5 to play. El Reno leads by 6, 30-24. Coach Douglas going to be content to just pull it out, bounce it around. And with Piedmont trailing on the scoreboard is going to have to be the aggressor defensively here, and so you put your players in a position to capitalize on the aggressiveness.
Yes.
And there it is. Nevaeh tees it up near side corner.
Follow your shot, girl. That's a good job, Nevaeh.
It was poked loose, but Ashland corrals it. I thought she traveled, but dodged a bullet there. And back to Titana's going to set it back up. So,
again, young players, follow your shot. That was a great job by Nevaeh. You got Paige inside, and she's got her hand up, had her hand up. Got to look for that.
Good shot fake, and that's going to result in either a pass or a layup attempt. It went in.
Hey, we'll take it.
Yeah, I normally say I don't like a 15-foot runner, but when you throw it off the glass and you get to roll,
Nevaeh is smiling all the way down the floor.
That's one of those shots when it goes in. Coach says good finish. When you miss it, you get to go sit and talk about it.
Great reach in by Paige right there.
Yep. And then Titana in there to secure the tie-up. Possession arrow in favor of the Indians. And Piedmont to check in now. El Reno far from in the clear. Long time to go in this game. But into the front court comes Blackout. Sorry, Wood the Blackout. And good job by Paige drawing the foul. She was held on as she slipped across. And that's why in the man-to-man defense, right, we have the old saying, you smash the flash. When you see that cutter come across, you stick a forearm in their chest. They didn't do that. Paige got over the top, and they had to grab her from behind. Otherwise, Paige was about to shoot a righty layup.
Yeah.
Good job. And Titana worked all the way through all of her reads.
Correct.
And then Ashland leaked out as the safety.
That's right.
Throw it to the safety, set the offense up. So
that's right.
And that's senior leadership. It's easy to panic because that clock in your head's ticking. Let your players run. See if you get any open looks. If not, you know you've got a safety valve. Find that safety valve and set your offense up.
Correct.
Great hesitation by Ashland. Into traffic, and she draws the foul.
Great job.
Yeah.
Good sportsmanship there.
Yeah.
Both teams are playing very smart.
Yes.
Right now, very smartly. And what I like more than anything is we're seeing hard-nosed playing. They're working hard. They're playing hard. They are being physical with one another, but you don't see any tempers flaring. You're seeing opposing teams, our crosstown rival, if you will, picking each other off the floor.
That's right. Jalen's
a great game.
Jalen Washington, 1 for 2 goes Ashland. Jalen Washington, the freshman, checks out. Great minutes for her. Finished the first half, played several minutes in the second half so far.
Yes.
And Nevaeh checks in relief in the long three, and that's why you can't gamble there.
That's right. Yeah, not on 23. No. Lee will make you pay.
And just like that, the game's within 6.
Yes.
And a great pass. Pauline takes the hit.
Yep.
Takes the shot to the hip. And that's where the weight room almost works against you.
Well, she kept the balance.
Yep.
You had talked about her being off balance all night.
Yeah, did a good job. Got her feet set. Took the contact. It wasn't enough to knock her off. Went up, shot up with the left hand, off the glass and in. Miscommunication there. And then Pauline fouls from the backside. Yep. And with the weather, not as many fans as we're used to seeing here, but I would expect to be able to hear the defense talking, even up here where we're sitting.
Correct.
And I'm not hearing it.
No.
I mean, Pauline and I believe it was Najoni were on that matchup there. You gotta be talking.
Yeah.
Najoni, go. Pauline, go. Somebody, and that's the 4th foul on Pauline.
Yes.
So we'll see if she adjusts her methodology. No good. And that's the block out saved that. So Pauline did a good job of blocking the blue jersey out.
She did.
Titana slipped in on a free release, secured the ball, and into the front court she comes.
Yes. You know, while we're dribbling and have a little bit of a dead time, assistant coach Brett Clark, who coaches, head coach of the JV girls.
Great back cut and a great finish.
Okay. That is a point guard.
Yes.
That was beautiful. She set absolutely everything up.
Yep. She knew what she wanted. She knew the timing of it. And credit to Nevaeh for knowing when to time that back cut. But a slow rotation to 15, and she knocks down the three, and Piedmont calls the timeout.
Yes.
It's 37-33, Indians, I believe. We'll see if they catch the board up. 60-second timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching Lady Indian Basketball, RenoIndians.tv. We'll be right back.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention.
With the 15-second horn sounding, we're back to the action. 3:06 to play in the fourth. Reno leads by 7. But they'll inbound on the back of the three-point basket by Piedmont. And into the front court comes Titana. 5 team fouls for the Lady Wildcats, only 3 for the Lady Indians.
Good hesitation right there by Ashlyn.
Another good hezzy to create space.
Yes.
And she's not using the hesitation to get open shots. She's just using it to break the 5-second count and run the offense.
Great pass in there to Pauline.
And that's the touch we wanted from Pauline.
Yes.
Number 2 for Piedmont just got hit by a truck. Not dirty. Just 2 bodies banging into each other, and Pauline in the weight room with the advantage there.
Yes.
Good defense of the back cut by Najoni. Piedmont now. She didn't sell it real hard. Nevaeh can't gamble there.
No, not on 15.
And that's
you don't gamble on 15.
No. I don't care if you got a 10-step lead. Let her catch it.
Yes.
Guard her 30 feet away.
That's right.
If she makes a guarded 3-point basket 30 feet away, good for her.
Correct.
That foul called on Nevaeh, her first team's 4th.
You know, and Zach, you and I have talked many, many times about knowing your personnel, knowing who on their team is their scorer and who's the spot-up girl. And right now, that is...
They almost passed on an intentionally kicked ball.
Exactly.
That's a good call.
It was
If we could get away with it, Titana was about to go shoot a layup. But the officials have done a pretty good job tonight compared to some of the train wrecks we've seen.
Let me tell you, I've been very pleased with the officiating tonight.
I remember when this was the norm and not the exception, Kurt.
Correct.
And I honestly think the best officiated games are pickup games in the rec gym.
Yeah.
If I go to the bathroom,
there's a lot more truthfulness.
Yeah, there is. I don't know how many times did Gal tap his chest, say, "That's mine, your ball up top. That's on me." Good challenge by Ashley. She got a piece of that. And a great job by Pauline to get it out quick and we lead the break. We got a 4-on-2 advantage, got to capitalize on it. We held on to it, not the way you want to capitalize on that break. Yes. But we have possession, and the clock is running. 90
That's all that
seconds
matters
to play.
right now. Good move by Pauline to come over.
Yep.
Nice. Ashlyn driving the baseline hard. And Pauline showed herself.
Titana not cutting so deep as to get guarded, but staying close enough that it's not an impossible pass.
Correct.
And then Ashlyn knows she's going to get fouled.
Or score.
And a dribble handoff. Not the way you want to run it, but you take what you can get.
Hey, it worked.
Ashlyn's going to drive, finds Pauline.
There we go.
Gets it to fall. And Piedmont's been trying to foul.
Great job.
The El Reno ball handling has been able to beat the foul.
Correct.
So 11 points, the Indian lead, and You like what you have, although no lead is safe.
Correct.
Especially when you got a 15 and a 21 on the floor.
And a 23.
Or 23. She tees that one up. It doesn't go. And they're going to get Nevaeh.
But you know what?
But that's a hustle play. You're okay with it.
The girl came over her back and fouled her first. She didn't get the call. She didn't stop.
No, she
didn't hang her head, played through it.
And Pauline's going to check out. I think she finished this game a lot stronger than she started so far.
Absolutely.
And Paige Primo going to check in. Again, Pauline with 4 fouls, so Paige in here more in a defensive matchup. And that shot goes by 23.
Wow.
And the final timeout by Piedmont by my count.
Yeah.
It is a 60-second timeout, I believe. Let me confirm that. If it is, we're going to take it with them.
I'm telling you.
It is a 60-second timeout.
Yep.
We'll be right back.
Bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging work seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like video on demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV.
35.8 to play on the clock. El Reno to inbound. And Piedmont out of timeouts. El Reno leads by 8, 41-33.
You know, Zach, early on in the game, Ashlyn did the heavy load. She had 4 right after halftime, so that gave her, 3 out of 4 free throws right after halftime.
So
and that gave her 17 points. She hadn't scored another point, but she has been setting up her teammates and dribbling the ball with unbelievable
that foul called against number
accuracy.
2. They fouled Titana. Number 2's 4th foul, 6th team foul, so look for Piedmont to foul quickly again here. If you can run a double stack and a leak out pass here, that'd be great. Just like that.
That's great.
But Titana's got to run under it, and she does, and she's going to be fouled. Great job running under it. And she got hammered.
She's down. Her glasses went flying.
Yeah, glasses went askew. And
that young lady.
That's similar to a targeting foul in football.
Correct.
In college, they would look at this. They don't have the ability to look at the replay in high school at this point in the season.
Right.
And for that call,
yeah.
But you look for an intentional foul there.
Right.
Titana's airborne, and she never had a chance to come down.
Yeah.
So the senior going to have to shake off the bumps and bruises here and shoot some free throws to seal this thing.
But to 24's credit, she was just going for a play, 38 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, nothing malicious.
She saw a loose ball, saw an opportunity.
Yeah.
And
in the guys' game, we'd see that be a 50-50 jump ball.
Correct. And what does she do? She puts her glasses back on and nails them.
Yep. Put the glasses on, knock down free throws. El Reno up 10, inside 30 to play, and Ashlyn knocks that one loose, but last to touch it, Piedmont to inbound. And remember, folks, no school tomorrow. It is not a virtual learning day. It is a snow day. So turn on your heaters and put on your galoshes. We may hunker down.
That's right.
And that was, I believe, deflected by Titana.
It was deflected by Titana.
And a good job by Titana. She knew contact was coming, went right at it. But she's going to need a good ice bath after this.
Oh, absolutely.
That one hit her in the hip flexor. That hurt. Kurt, every time I do that, it's because I have a pub height table in my dining room. It's never because I did anything athletic. I just turned the corner too tight.
Correct. You know,
now, it hurts just as bad, but mine's a lot less glorious when it happens.
Yes.
The senior goes 1 for 1 on her first look, so she'll get the back half. El Reno up by 11, 21.4 on the clock. This has been an area where the Lady Indians have struggled a couple of games this year, shooting free throws down the stretch. Ended up beating Sepulpa, but didn't shoot free throws well down the stretch. But like to see this shooting efficiency.
Yeah, Titana with only 6 points tonight, 4 for 4.
Ooh, three. Not a good look for
4 for 4 from free throw line.
And a good job by Ashlyn not giving up on it.
And just, though, has been the floor general and Coach Douglas's heartbeat on the floor all night long. And when you struggle like the other night, Del City, she was dropping in threes left and right, playing a great game, probably ended up scoring in double figures easily.
And that was the 5th foul on number 24 for Piedmont.
Great game by that young lady.
Oh, absolutely. And it's a tall task coming in and playing the Lady Indians anywhere, but certainly here in Jinx Simmons.
Yes.
Active student section. And Ashland goes 2 for 2.
I like what I'm seeing on the free throw line.
Yeah. Sorry, that was her first look, I guess. 1 for 1. Two for 2 she goes. 47-33, the Indian lead, 12.6 on the clock.
I think one of the things that Coach Douglas is going to take away from this is...
That's awful soft there, Kurt.
Yeah, that was very soft. I think one of the things that or maybe 2 or 3 things that she's going to take away from this. One, our free throw percentage is better than it's been all year long.
Oh, she's gonna love the shooting.
Yes.
Has Ashland missed 1? You've got notes over there. She missed 1 in the first half. She was 5 for 6 going into halftime.
Yeah,
she's 4 for 4 since, I believe.
Yeah, unofficially. Let's see, she's...
And into the front court, 8 seconds on the clock. That pass deflected by Ashland. And Nevaeh ran by the shooter. And Jennifer Douglas, I think a little bit critical of the call, but also looking at Nevaeh, saying, listen, understand time and score. Don't put yourself in the position for the official to make that call. Just get out of the way, let the play through. If they make a layup, they can't. There's no 14-point basket in basketball. Right, you're inside 5 seconds. El Reno leads by 13. 47-34. 47-35. They lead by 12. And Titana into the front court, quickly into Nevaeh. She's going to shoot the left-sided layup with the right hand. But she's going to win 49-35. So 10 for 12 is Ashland on the night. So much better free throw shooting from the all-time scoring leader. You've been watching Lady Indian basketball. We're going to step away, set a new cue, or set a new game for the boys contest, and we'll continue our discussion of basketball after we get that stream open. You've been watching Lady Indian basketball at RenoIndians.tv. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back with a new stream link.